What's going on, little dumpsters? Welcome back to the Dropping Knowledge podcast. This is a Christmas special. I'm hanging out today with Will and Courtney again. What's up, guys?
Cheers.
We were sitting here literally doing nothing, and we figured, hey, let's do a podcast since it's been a minute. So we are all festive now. I got Will's super small, like baby Gap size Christmas sweater on. That's probably the most comfortable thing.
Yeah, I'm lounging right now.
Grinch
Walmart
onesie.
special.
And Courtney's lights work, so.
Yeah. Sorry, yours don't.
I didn't even read your button until now. I love ugly.
I love ugly.
We're going to kick
bring
this.
on the ugly.
Bring on the ugly. Do I have that too?
Yeah.
Bring on the ugly. We're kicking this off with a shotgun
Naturally.
to get into the Christmas spirit. This is not my idea. This is William's idea. And we have no idea what we're talking about today, so hopefully the title has something to do with it. Can I do this without it getting everywhere? Trying not to put the mic down. I feel like this is a terrible idea for an audio podcast because we're not talking and everyone's like, what are they doing right now? Shotgunning Twisted Teas is what we're doing. Watch it on YouTube.
You have to watch this on YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Can I do this all one-handed? No, I'm going to put the mic down.
Oh, I'm scared that's going to get everyone.
If you're just listening, please just wait 5 seconds. Podcast gets a lot more interesting the more we drink.
There we go. All right. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Dink. Merry Christmas.
Oh, that was festive.
I don't think I spilled a single drop. Oh, except one.
Money.
Oh, damn, that is cold.
Got a little on your mic.
So cold.
Not the mic.
All right.
All right, cool. Podcast mood. So, what's there to talk about? I told Will this. I saw a UFO last night, like in the proper, or not last night, Friday night, in the proper term of a UFO. And since we talked about that before, we were camping out in whatever forest that is. I don't know. Camping in Colorado, super dark out. It's probably like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm going to describe this thing to you, and you can tell me if you know what it is. You can't chime in because I told you already. We look up, and my buddy of ours, we were sitting around a fire, and he looks up, and like you can see the Milky Way band and everything. And it looked like a string of Christmas lights all in a line. You already know what it is?
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's the satellites, right? Elon Musk.
Well played. Yeah.
I had no idea. Mike was the only one who knew. We were all like, whoa, what the fuck is that?
I think even knowing would still be cool to see that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Is that in orbit or is that launching them?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
I just saw people post about it.
So a video will come out tomorrow on my main channel, which you guys can watch. And I like put a small little clip of it in, but it was so far away and it's kind of hard to focus, especially on stars. It looked like a string of stars just like being pulled through the atmosphere. It was kind of wild. And then it just like disappeared. So it was Starlink.
Yeah, that's super sick.
It was Santa.
Could have been. Oh,
in his reindeer sleigh.
That would be some good marketing for Elon. He should get on that.
Bringing Santa near you.
Can we talk about when you may be tying the knot?
Tying the knot? No, because every time we talk about that, we got to push it off a year.
A year.
You're gonna bring that up on the podcast?
It's
just
Christmas.
bring it, just like,
it's the holidays. Everyone gets engaged on the holidays.
I tell when it happens, it's not happening on a holiday because that's lame. If you get engaged in front of your family on Thanksgiving, you're fuking basic. There's a million other days to do it.
What
There's
about
364.
Christmas?
360, I'll say 3 days because 362 days. Don't do it on Thanksgiving. Don't do it on Christmas.
What about New Year's?
And don't do it on New Year's. That was going to be the next one.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, take that one off the list.
Arbor Day,
Sure. Go climb a tree and
Flag Day as well.
Flag Day.
So that's okay.
Any day that ends
Draw
in a
some
Y.
weird lines, dude.
So just don't get engaged. That's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's about how I expected that to go.
It was snowing when you guys got engaged.
It was. It was
Yeah.
October 14th, which is so weird because here we are December 5th,
Yeah.
6th, and there's no snow.
No snow, but it was like dumping snow.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell the story of your engagement on the podcast?
I think I want to say we did.
All right, real quick refresher in case we did, but it was kind of dope.
Yeah,
Well,
let me go ahead and take
your
this. Yeah.
version.
So, well, for starters, she was a royal pain in the ass because she was working. I feel like women always make it incredibly difficult for men to propose.
It's true. It's like we fight you every step of the way.
That sounds about right.
It's
And
not
I'm not
true.
even
Like, it's not intentional.
She's like picking up other shifts, taking the long way home, like stopping, running some errands.
Oh, you're talking about on the day.
On the day. So like in general, they make it quite difficult. But on this specific day, so I had rented a petting zoo, like a whole petting zoo.
Like
I had
llamas, goats.
I had donkey. I had a mini horse.
Mini horse?
Yeah.
That's
Little Sebastian.
a big flex.
Yeah.
Sheep. We had some sheep.
I figured it'd be a consolation prize if she said no. I could just hang out with them for a little bit. But so the petting zoo, it's like an hour and a half away for them to get the animals up to me. So I was running on pretty tight timelines because it's, as you may expect, it's not super cheap to get
Farm
mini
animals
horses
in
and
your
shit
backyard.
in my backyard.
And I was working.
So I thought that I had no time. So then the petting zoo was running late. So I'm like, I literally carried, I want to say a sheep.
Yep.
I carried a sheep by hand. I was like, just get him in my fucking backyard. Just go. And like, so
Through
this
the
dude
house.
opens up his trailer, like llamas running, goats running. They all get in the
It's a Noah's
backyard.
Ark.
And he's like, grab that sheep. And I like pick up this sheep and carry it in my backyard. And then she had like stayed late or something at work. She was just being a royal pain.
Taking your good old time.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a regular day, so I didn't think anything was happening, obviously.
Right,
I had
right.
plans to go to lunch with my mom. So I was like, oh, I can just like push
Which
that back.
her mom was on my side for that.
Yeah. And then work ran late, and then I just was taking my sweet time closing up the shop by myself.
Yeah, just chilling. And
Little do
I'm
you know you have 100 farm animals. in your
paying by the
backyard.
hour. Yeah. So actually, yeah, I wish I knew the name of that petting zoo because they were actually
So a petting
awesome.
zoo just trailer just rolls up out front. And
Rolls
then
up out
unloads
front.
all his animals. In the
just
backyard.
open up and all these animals start running out,
Like, they
llamas
knew
and
what
shit.
they were supposed
but
to
the
do.
sheep was like shy, so he's like, "You got to grab that sheep. She won't come out on her own."
Okay.
So he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, sure, I'll get it.
No, I did. I picked her up and carried her out.
I paid you, but I'll get it.
Yeah. Well, they were running late, and I was like, "I don't care. Just get them in the back."
So then as soon as Courtney walks into the backyard, it's like no
No.
longer a surprise.
I-
It's just like, oh, something's happening.
Pulled up, and it just looked like the regular house. Like, he had everyone parked down the street.
I had unplugged the garage,
So I couldn't get in the
I
house.
forced her to go to the back.
Oh, so you had
backyard.
family there too and everything?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we had a hideaway key in the backyard. So when the garage wouldn't open, and I think I called him and he didn't answer. So then I'm like angry because I can't get into the house, and I have to go and it's snowing, and I have to go trudge through the backyard, and
So you walk through the backyard in the snow and you're greeted with a donkey and a mini horse.
literally no. The second I opened the side gate, he was standing there, and all I could see was him because the way the gate was, it kind of went into the backyard like at a slope. So he was at the bottom of the hill, and all I could see was a fire pit and him, and I think maybe one llama and like a donkey. And I just immediately thought that a business had gone under, and
Will bought all the animals.
bought all the animals. And like this was
I wouldn't put it past you.
no, not at, that's why it's where my brain went first.
I did ask the guy how much a llama was after
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
And then he
Probably not cheap.
It's
Yeah.
not cheap.
ushered me down into the backyard.
And then so I'd scoped out an area that I was going to do it in, and I these animals at this point, because she was taking her sweet time, had been there for 2 hours, so they ate the entire backyard first of all.
It was that long?
Yeah, and
oh
then had
my gosh.
shit everywhere, like absolutely everywhere.
I mean,
they
that's
shit
what you
everywhere.
get.
So I map out this little area that doesn't have any llama shit. And the second it comes down to it, I kneeled right in llama shit.
It was
Like,
unavoidable.
get on your
I took a
pants.
knee just straight into llama shit, and she said yes. So
I never heard that part of the story. That's great.
yeah,
Well, then when we went inside to celebrate, and I realized that the whole family was there watching through the windows, he said, "I need to go change my pants." And I was very confused by
I
why,
smell like
because
shit.
you actually shit yourself. Didn't realize
Yeah.
that he kneeled and shit.
yeah.
Oh, man. At least you couldn't smell it. That kind of would have ruined the whole mood.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you could smell it,
I
Good.
couldn't.
You could smell it. All right.
dude. My backyard smelled like a farm.
And then you had no grass in the springtime, probably.
Dude,
Yeah.
they ate everything.
Everything.
Just
Everything.
leaves off of trees. and
Yes.
Yeah.
shit. Well,
Yeah.
that's a good way to do it. It's not a fucking holiday, so.
I got
Yeah,
to
I don't-
enjoy the petting zoo for all of 11 minutes.
Oh,
I was like, is that our?
I thought I silenced my phone. Sorry.
You
Sorry,
cannot
podcast.
silence Ring. It's
Yeah, dude.
You
Like,
can't.
what the silent mode on?
Maya. Nobody's here.
Someone's ringing my doorbell.
Shh.
Amazon,
Maya.
go away, please. Yeah, so
so
don't.
yeah, that was it. Anyway,
All right, don't get engaged on holidays.
No.
it's the moral of that story.
Roundabout.
There's
And-
holidays like all the time. I wonder what today is. We could change the theme of this from Christmas to like whatever the theme is.
Today's day. Yeah, look up what
What do you think it is?
Today's.
It is December 5th.
What do you
Does
call
each
that?
day have something now?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another.
Please God, let it be something lame.
Please Hanukkah.
No, but like the
Yeah.
silly holidays.
Well, that's the first
National-
one that comes up.
Friggin' Pie Day.
Independence Day for Finland.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about that actually.
Do you? Because I have nothing. World Soil Day.
World Soil Day.
That's
good stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
we could
'cause
think
we're-
of something
what
to
are-
do with World Soil Day.
Something that Greta Thunberg said, like we're depleting carbon from the soil.
It is Second Advent Sunday. A lot of religious shit. I don't know what any of this is. Good Neighborliness Day in Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan.
Nailed it.
That country.
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
Better.
Do you know what it is in Thailand, since you guys met kind of in Thailand?
What is
and
it?
lived together in Thailand? You should know. You lived there.
I was there for this
Oh, we
last time.
were.
Is it the Lantern
The
Festival
Lantern
right
Festival.
They might have that because of this, but it's a king's birthday.
now? Dude, okay. So I was driving. Seriously, this happened. So I was driving up from Chiang Mai to Doi Satep, which is like a temple that overlooks the
Literally
whole city of
speaking
Chiang.
another language to me, but
So like,
continue.
yeah, like
Get
so
on it.
Chiang Mai,
Okay.
city in Thailand that I lived in for the most amount of time, and then Doi Satep is like a temple on top of the mountain there because it's like a
like-
mountain town.
All gold.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Sounds cool.
So I was riding. I had a Honda, like the 250 Supermoto bike.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
So I was like ripping through the jungle. I would do that like several times a week, and this was like the royal family was like passing or something. So this cop made me pull off to the side, and I
Okay.
couldn't face the road. So they like made me like face away from the road because I'm like
Can't
Because
watch
you're
that.
a
wasn't
peasant?
worthy to look at the.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. So the whole motorcade came past with a member of the royal family.
and you just look the other
Yeah, and
way.
this cop and the cop looked the other way too.
That's so
Yeah.
weird. It's King. Do you know the name? It's
No.
King
I know he was old.
Bumlebol.
Yeah, Bumlebol.
Bumlebol.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it is.
Yeah.
How do you see like on this day on your Facebook?
It's
I have no idea.
Bathtub Party Day.
Well,
what the
we
fuck
should be
is
doing
Bathtub Party Day?
in
I
the
don't want to Google
bathtub.
that.
It's intended to encourage more people to enjoy taking a bath every once in a while instead of just jumping in the shower.
See, I don't like that.
the fuck, dude?
Well,
I
I'm
don't
taking a
like
bath later.
I don't like that every day has something now. Like it's National Dog Day and that's an okay one.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
an okay
whoa,
one.
take it easy on the dogs, bro. That's
She can hear you.
yeah, Maya's sitting right there.
I know, but they have literally like national.
We could
Like French
podcast
fry
from
day.
the bathtub.
That's it. We're moving. We're gonna
We're-
sit three
all
people
right,
in a
and
line.
we're gonna pause the
It's about
podcast
20
right
minutes
here.
here.
We'll be back in about 20. Yep.
We gotta enjoy this.
Oh,
No, I
man.
was trying to find our pictures from Christmas in Thailand.
How is like American holidays in other countries like that?
It's become American.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, but
like-
not like Thanksgiving though, right?
No,
No.
I don't recall anything happening there on Thanksgiving.
Nope,
but
there's nothing for Thanksgiving.
the mall in Thailand over Christmas, they literally decorated with Christmas trees and
They definitely
lights.
they definitely get down on
and,
Christmas.
Yeah, gingerbread everywhere.
I feel like it would just like maybe it does still feel like Christmas. I don't know. It doesn't feel like Christmas to me right now. Maybe it's because I'm not around like my family. Like I grew up being around my family on like Thanksgiving and shit, but
It's the weather.
the weather too.
Yeah,
It's
can you
friggin-
pass me a Twisted?
65 out
Twisted.
every day. How do you use
You like a drink,
Facebook?
Courtney?
No, I still have a White Claw. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm determined to find this now.
All right. Well, while Courtney looks for that, Will, what's on your Christmas list? What are you asking Santa for? Because the people want to know.
I would like an F-35 fighter jet.
Okay,
All
that's a stretch, but I don't know if that'll fit in the sleigh.
I'm
I've been
surprised you
good
didn't
all
say
year.
that you
Maybe.
wanted to go to space.
Yeah, I would love to go to space.
If anyone wants to
It's just
send
not
us
in the
to
cards
space.
for me.
That's gonna happen in our lifetime. It may not be like full blown space, but it'll be like fucking Jeff Bezos space, where he's or not Jeff Bezos. Who's the other guy? Richard.
Branson.
Branson?
Yeah, which
So-
is like space, but not really space.
Maybe it'll be like, well, no, that's still space.
It's space, but if you ask Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's like, it's not really space,
How
bro.
high up
He's
did
like,
he
you're not
go?
high enough.
He went really
space,
high.
Space starts at like whatever it is, 14, 15, 20 miles or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
was
know.
long.
off
He
the
went
top
like
of my head.
11.
That was a long journey.
I would love to go to space too.
All right, so a fighter jet.
I think no. I think eventually it'll be. You remember like Concorde? Well, we were all super young for Concorde, but you know what Concorde is? The supersonic.
Oh yeah.
So I think eventually it'll be like that.
So this
like,
is a supersonic like
Passenger
airplane that was grounded after probably like 3 years of flying, but you could get from like New York to London in
I think it was 3 hours.
super fast.
Yeah, so it was supersonic. It could only obviously fly supersonic over the ocean because of sonic booms and things like that.
Yeah, I forget why. There was a reason for it. Did they like light on fire or some shit? There was a reason that they were grounded and they never continued
There was a
with it.
crash. I don't recall the details. I watched a video on this not long ago, so I don't remember.
They're
but,
funky looking though. They got like those
Yeah.
sloped noses and
well,
stuff
the nose slopes
down
when you're landing.
Oh,
So
it
it physically
moves.
went down because the angle of attack on landing was
Weird.
difficult enough. I mean, supersonic jet has to be super pointy, but I imagine it'll eventually be like that with space travel.
Where you just fly in like a passenger plane?
No,
kinda?
I'm saying like those were super expensive tickets
Oh, okay.
for
yeah,
the time. Yeah. So I think eventually in our lifetime, I bet we'll see that it's just like
Yeah.
25 grand and you can catch a ride to space.
There's still
you know?
people like talking about it right now of like
You can go for
you
7.5
can put yourself
minutes.
on a list, and then if you have $250,000, you can fucking go to Mars or whatever.
Yeah, or you can win. Did you watch that? Speaking of Elon Musk, did you watch the documentary? Was it on Netflix?
Oh yeah, the space.
Yeah.
one?
So did you watch that when they put 4 civilians in space?
It's
on-
so good.
No, that sounds familiar though. I probably saw something about it, but I didn't
was
watch
like
it.
a
Dude, these
few
4
weeks
people like
ago.
yeah, these 4 people just like won the lottery with us, and they got a ride to space.
It was
on
like a
with
raffle
SpaceX.
thing.
There was
They sent
one person on the
Wait,
raffle.
this happened already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
With
was a successful
SpaceX.
mission. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes through the whole mission. It's actually a good documentary.
And then just 4 plebs were just like, yeah, we're in space.
They weren't necessarily plebs.
There
not
was-
plebs, but however,
One
whatever-
dude was like-
whatever the criteria
There's that
was.
Jared guy who's like
One dude's
a millionaire.
super wealthy like tech guy,
Okay.
and he's like flown fighter jets and shit like that. And they so he was like the commander of the mission.
Yeah, I did. I
And there were
must.
3 others. There was one guy who's straight up pleb. He's just like this chunky.
He saw a commercial
He's listening right now and he's
during.
pissed.
Yeah,
He knows he's
He
chunky.
totally listens to this podcast.
He saw a commercial during the Super Bowl that said like, if you want to go to space, apply now. And then like 4 years later, he got a random phone call saying he had been picked.
Oh no shit. So
Yeah.
okay, Super Bowl's coming up, isn't it?
Who gives a flying?
That's literally what I was getting at. Like I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
don't know when the Super
Yeah.
Bowl is. I think it's
It's
February.
February.
It's overplayed to play or overpaid
That's the
to
day
play a
that
children's
you're gonna
game.
propose. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, because there's a million more things important than the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
you can get engaged on the Super Bowl day. That's fine.
acceptable.
Pizza and wings. It's pretty good.
What else is on your Christmas list?
Oh yeah. Wait, before you continue on, you said an F-35, but Santa can't deliver that in the sleigh. So imagine an F-35 pulling all of the reindeer through. They're just like slopping beyond.
Legs everywhere.
That was the first thing I thought of. Santa's in there with his fucking goggles down and everything, and Rudolph's just getting like choked out behind him. Okay, what's the next thing on your list?
A realistic. I need a new vehicle. I got rear-ended in my.
Man.
That is realistic.
Yeah. So yeah, I got rear-ended. Had my car. Well, I've only had it for like 8 months.
Got it in May.
But this is the nicest thing I've ever bought for myself. Like we've always been frugal, and like I did it up, wheels, tires, lift,
Yeah,
all that
that's good.
shit.
I
And
feel like
this-
you weren't 100% stoked on it though, even after you got it.
no, I was super stoked on it.
I thought you were like, it's okay, but
So the only lackluster thing is a 2021 Atlas.
yeah, Volkswagen Atlas, like an SUV.
Atlas Cross Sport. And then, yeah, so I blacked out the wheels, did a lift, and BF Goodrich KO2s and wheels and whatnot. But the only thing I wasn't stoked on is it's completely gutless, and which is a bummer because it has a motor that can produce a lot of power.
Yeah, it's a VR6.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's gutless for an SUV. I think it's just like you want something fast, kind of like a fast SUV.
I like.
What he wants doesn't exist.
Yes,
That's very true.
Yeah,
Because I
that
want
makes
something
sense.
that's off-road capable, but quick. I think it does exist actually. It's a Bronco, and the Bronco they just announced their new Raptor.
I think that might be the Raptor Bronco.
Yeah, it's 35
That
or
w-
37-inch tires. They think they're going to put.
That's gonna be $100,000 easy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But they just they think they're going to put the 3.5-liter twin turbo EcoBoost from the
The Tremor.
Explorer ST.
Oh wait, what'd you say?
3.5 liter.
Oh,
I think it's 3.5
okay.
liter. Yeah. But yeah, so like it's gutless. Yeah, the perfect car to me would be something that's off-road capable. 0 to 60, it has to be sub 6 seconds. That's not even that fast.
I think my Tacoma stock is sub 6.
No,
I think they are.
it's
We
nowhere
should
close.
go out and drag race.
No, it's literally nowhere near 6.
I don't know.
I would
let's look it up.
guess.
I can tell you my Rogue is like
I would guess
17.
8.5 seconds on your Tacoma.
Because I
would be
looked
my
this up
guess.
because someone was like, "Oh, why would you get a Tacoma? They're so slow."
They
I'm
are
like,
slow.
"Bro, yeah, I'm not getting a fucking truck to go fast."
Yeah, that's
and then
the
I
thing.
looked up the 0 to 60 time. Okay, it's 7.7.
Okay, 7.7 is not terrible.
Yeah, and then once you have, I mean,
Well, it
minus
used to
what
be
I've done.
7.7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's not.
Yeah.
But if it was stock on stock suspension, wheels, and tires, and then you did cold air and tuned it, like it would probably be fat. It would probably be sub 6.
So I think the Porsche Cayenne is a good option for that. What do you
Yeah.
think over there?
I'm
that-
trying to find this freaking picture, and I don't know how to use Facebook
It's
because
a
I'm 100.
podcast. It's
I
audio.
know.
That's fine. She's contributing.
Yeah.
The Cayenne is like, I think that's, I mean, awesome car, but also a stretch to make it capable. However, once you make that stretch and it is capable, then they are like competitive with
yeah.
like other.
You've seen like
Similar
lifted
vehicles.
Cayennes and shit.
Yeah, there's this one that always popped up on like, I don't know if it was Instagram or something, but there's a silver one that the dude put like 33s on it, and it didn't look stock, but it also didn't look crazy like Overland off-road shit.
Yeah.
But I saw some videos of it driving in like Moab, just like straight up slick rock shit. I think it had a locker too. I don't know if they come with rear lockers. But
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that either. But
kinda cool.
your cousin Nick turned me onto a Facebook group where that's all they do is German.
I think you sent me that post of that. It was like a black one or something.
Yeah. So the Cayenne would be pretty close to my dream car. Like luxury on the inside, off-road capable, fast on the road.
I'll call Nick right now. He'll find you one.
Yeah, I
On
can't
his
afford to
dime.
maintain a
Yeah.
Cayenne is the problem.
Yeah, the maintenance, that's
Yeah.
another thing. At least Japanese vehicles are relatively
Yeah, so-
inexpensive to maintain.
I'll probably land on a Japanese vehicle. We'll see here though. So that would be my What's on your Christmas list?
Oh, I knew this was coming, and I literally don't know.
Some new socks.
I could always use new socks. Like, do people buy... This could make me sound real bad. Do people buy new packs of socks and, like, boxers frequently? Like, when's the last time... This is different for Courtney. When's the last time you bought, like, a pack of socks?
So we were at Kohl's because I can't shop for myself. I have no fashion sense. We were at Kohl's, and what was that look? We were at Kohl's.
You're wearing new socks right now. Those look pretty new.
No, they're not.
They
so
are.
no holes.
I got a pack of.
He
I
likes
throw them
the
out when
holes.
there's
I would
holes in
say
them.
that I did need boxers and socks,
Yeah.
and I just haphazardly grabbed the first couple that I saw in Kohl's, walked up to the register, and then while we were standing there waiting to check out, I looked at the price and it was like $40 for
Boxers.
boxers,
Yeah.
and then like $36 for the socks, and I just left them up in the
the
impulse
little-
buy area.
Yeah.
And then she got me. She like went to a Target or Walmart or something and got me more, and they're terrible.
Okay, so it
So
sounds
spend
like...
your money on boxers first of all, but not frequently was the answer to your question directly.
Okay, it sounds like we're in the same boat then.
Yeah, I
36
I would say once a year I buy him socks and underwear.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yes, that's accurate. Think about okay, maybe every 2 years.
Yeah, I give it 2 years.
Okay,
Like, I just wear this stuff until, like,
it wears out.
it's noticeable. It's like, maybe I shouldn't wear... Like,
yeah,
not saying like gross, like dirty stuff, but like if a sock, like these socks right now, these are actually good, but you can tell when they're like getting thin.
Yeah.
I go until like a ball and a half is hanging out. Because like if you're at one ball,
if I
you
get
still
holes,
got good life on them, dude.
if I get holes
Still
at all
running
in
for a
underwear,
while.
dude, I don't know if I've ever gotten holes in any underwear ever.
Yeah, me either, bro.
Yeah, me either.
I feel like those one sacks that I bought you,
Those
those have lasted.
sacks.
for
First
like
of all, they're
7 years.
fantastic. They've got like a little pouch.
But they are like $40 a piece.
Yeah.
Oh, they like hold your nuts.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they hold everything in it, like a beautiful little cooled, temperature controlled nest.
I feel like that would make you like sweatier because
No.
everything's no.
Dude, it's absolutely
'cause
amazing.
It's like elevated away
There's a
from
bunch
your
of
body.
companies. There's a bunch of
Okay.
companies that do that. But this pair of sacks is so old that the other day I was working and I went to pull my pants up and the waistband just ripped. So,
Wait, why are you pulling your pants up by your boxers?
I don't have an
too?
ass, dude.
He can barely sit.
So
Yeah.
you just rip the fuck.
Dude, I like they were literally like up here.
Oh
You
my
wedgied
God.
yourself?
Yeah.
And what'd you do?
mean,
Did
I
you do
just-
it in front of like?
I just soldiered on the rest of the day, man. No,
do it by
I was
yourself,
alone,
or-
thank God. I told everyone.
If you did it in front of everyone at the shop, they'd have been like, "What the fuck, dude?"
They would have
Yeah.
understood because you're cardboard back there.
Yeah,
This
I don't
would-
have an ass.
This would be a perfect
unfortunately.
time to be sponsored by like MeUndies.
Yeah.
Hey, MeUndies, if you're listening,
Sacks.
or Sacks.
Holy shit, spawn. The sacks are really.
We want sacks. They're-
Actually,
they're the
whoever
big ones.
sponsors Talon for underwear is the best.
The
best,
next,
hands down.
the
Talon's
next
face.
time I get new underwear will be by a sponsorship. That's how infrequently I probably buy new boxers. I bet you I have a pair of boxers that I've had since probably like high school. Just like I would just get like Hanes from fucking Target or Walmart.
Hanes are good. I got Goodfellow, what she got from
Target.
from Target.
Oh.
And
Their brand.
yeah.
Their jeans are good. I have a pair of their jeans.
Yeah,
and
their
they're kinda
hoodies
nice.
are good and their shirts are good, so I figured their boxers would be fine.
Yeah,
They aren't.
I'm particular
It's
about
basically
the
like
material.
prosciutto. Little
Wait, how does that make a connection? Underwear and
They're so-
prosciutto.
They're so
They're
thin.
thin.
Oh, okay. It's like, wait,
Just
what
little
the fuck?
wisps of
If you
cotton.
if you catch me at the right angle, it looks like I'm not wearing underwear.
Hot.
Hot. We're all envisioning it in our
Hot.
heads right now. Yeah, I don't know.
So, is underwear on your list then? Is that what I should get you?
Is that
Yeah,
what we
underwear.
should have Ashley get you?
uh
Yeah, it'd be weird if I got you underwear. Huh? I didn't even think about that. What if I was like, dude?
From Maya.
I'm trying to think of what would like realistically be on my list.
Well, because you two are very similar, and if there's something on your list, both of
Yeah.
you just buy it. You
I-
don't wait
That's
for
very
Santa
true,
to bring
yeah.
it to you. Like
If I want something,
Yeah.
I get
he
it.
thinks it's so dumb to wrap presents and then have like the thing he wants just sitting there and he can't use it. He's like, just give it to me now.
Right.
Or I'll just go get it myself right now.
Yeah.
Either way.
That's my main problem too, because like Ashley and I never really got each other gifts. It was just like all small
Yeah, we
stuff or going on
usually
trips.
Don't either.
And then my mom's the same way. Like even to this day, she'll like I'll call her, she'll call me, text me or whatever, and she's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, literally nothing, because one, I'm flying to visit you guys for the holidays,
Until
and
we
if I
get
can't
home.
take it on a plane with me, I just don't need it.
That's what I've said for the past probably 5 or 6 years. I don't want anything.
I do typically get socks and boxers Christmas time, just like from Ross or whatever. But then it's like, it's never the stuff that you like. Like you said, you were at Kohl's or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you get some, and it's like, these are okay,
Random.
I guess.
Does your family still give you a stocking?
I've had the same stocking since I can like remember there being stockings. We don't have like a fireplace at my family's house, but we just hang them on the banister. And they're like these puffy Santa Claus. They're super cool, actually. But it's just like, I don't even know what I get in those. Like candy?
Yeah.
Just put candy and
Stockings
stuff.
Yeah, like-
are half like my favorite. Yeah, they're the best part.
That's the best because like you never feel guilty about the stuff that you get. Like if someone
It's
buys
like
me an expensive
chapstick.
gift, I'm just like, I feel bad. I feel like my gift to you should have been better.
Yeah.
but- yeah,
My
chapstick.
mom has said since I was a little kid that she was going to get me a stocking till the day I died. Or she died. Whichever occurred first.
So you still get stockings?
and she gets she gets everyone in the family a stocking, and it's like her favorite thing to do. I talked to her a couple days ago, and she told me she had just bought some stocking stuffers for everyone.
We should normalize that because like especially like our age.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess kids up until you're, let's say 16, like you don't need stuff.
No.
Maybe it's just because I'm like minimal, and as much as people don't think this is true, I'm not a materialistic person. Like I have cool stuff, but I don't really fucking care. And like I don't need anything. Let's buy myself or whatever. Having a stocking though. What's the best stocking stuffer you've ever gotten?
I don't know. I get pretty happy when there's chapstick in there because I'm obsessed with chapstick.
So is Ashley. I don't even use. Do you use chapstick?
Only when they get super dry.
And then I have to supply it for you.
Yeah, like
I found chapstick in this pocket. It's probably hers.
I'll
Yeah.
use
Still-
chapstick.
I haven't bought chapstick.
If I'm like out in the sun, especially in the wintertime when it's like, what is going on?
There is
House
a
is coming down.
hurricane.
The world's about to end right now. There was a giant dust storm that was kind of like rolling into Denver, and Will and I were out driving the truck around. And it looked like kind of the apocalypse, but not super
No,
scary.
it definitely did. I think a crack rock is the best stocking stuffer I've
You could
personally
fit a
gotten.
lot of crack rocks.
Or just one big one.
Just drugs and
One big
drugs in
yeah,
your
actually, let me
stocking.
broaden that. Yeah, just drugs.
Just want
Needles
a stocking of
and
drugs.
flour and mushrooms and all that stuff.
Put a lot of mushrooms in a stocking.
Yeah,
Man,
fit a ton of mushrooms in there.
like enough to make you trip indefinitely, where you don't come back from it.
I'm okay with it. We're actually talking about. Actually, no, we're actually talking about DMT, Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia on the way back.
Yeah, I gotta watch
That show
that.
is amazing.
Like this is not turning into the Joe Rogan experience, by the way. But that's all. I feel like that's all that motherfucker talks about. Whenever I see a clip of him, he's like, "Oh, DMT, this and that." Blah,
That's
blah,
all the
blah."
clips that make it, but he's pretty much opinionated on everything.
Like, I know nothing about drugs, especially like that. But isn't it like there's DMT in our bodies, and when you die, that's like kind of what gets released to.
I don't know if that's accurate or
I
not.
don't think they've
Have you
proven
heard?
that.
Have you
but
heard
I
that though?
Heard that.
Okay,
But
That-
it is in our bodies. They just can't find where, right? Or
No, so so they did an experiment where it was present. I think it was in a pig.
we sound real dumb right now to
Yeah.
some people,
Dude.
probably.
They did an experiment where there were trace amounts of DMT present in like a pig cadaver.
Maybe the pigs like to party, and we don't know it.
Pigs are smart, dude. Maybe they're smoking that shit.
Pigs will eat everything too.
Dude, this chick, we went to a party last night. This chick had a pig.
a pet pig named Boston.
At the party.
I fucking
I
wish.
wish we would have never left.
Yeah, so Will tried to get me to go to this party last night, and it was like 7:30, and I was laying in bed because
Christmas
I'm
party.
old. It was a Christmas party. You guys bake cookies and stuff?
It
No,
was
there were no cookies.
There was
There
cookies.
were cookies. It was a
Cookies.
cookie
Chris.
party.
Cookies
Cookie
and
party.
cocktails.
Just a reason. Okay, cookies and cocktails.
Yeah.
Highlight the cocktail part
yes.
I didn't see a cookie all night.
But
It was.
even though I was in bed, like literally about to go to sleep, just watching Netflix,
It was 8:00.
if you would have said that there's a pig there, I probably would have come because that would be cool. Like a little piglet.
Yeah. I mean, he was only. She said she lived like 8 minutes away. We could have gone.
Maybe you guys should get a pig. You got
I would love
to get a
Maya,
pig.
You got
We're
Bear
holding off on animals
back
for the
here.
time being. We're trying to save up for a house.
You're
Bigger
trying to
house.
hold off on Oh, you did say that, but also you just got a phone call about possibly getting a fucking purple lizard or something.
It was a tegu. Anyone
Purple
who knows what a
tegu.
tegu is, purple tegu. I asked for an Argentine tegu, but he's called me with every tegu he's gotten since.
Is that from Argentina?
What are the differences?
Where else would it be found?
I don't know.
I don't know the difference. I haven't looked into a purple tegu. All I've looked into is an Argentine tegu, and those are awesome.
Are
They're
they
like
big?
dog lizards.
Those are
Dog
bigger, the
lizard.
Yeah.
Argentinian ones.
Argentine
I don't think
tegu.
Maya would
Argentine.
approve.
I have only ever had probably one pet. Is
Beta
it-
fish.
Yep. And his name was Homie.
I was kidding. That's hilarious.
No, it was beta fish. He was like kind of purplish, and he grew a big growth on like out of his eyeball, and then I put
Aw.
meds in his bowl, and it never went away, and he died.
In his
He
bowl.
lasted a long time though.
Like, what's a long time?
Well, I know they probably can last a while, but I feel like I had that thing for fucking 2-3 years maybe.
That is a long time.
Just in like a little fucking bowl that sat on in our kitchen counter.
Do you think
Yeah.
your parents replaced it, or was this like after?
Oh
adulthood?
no! If it would have died, they would have been like, "Oh, sucks, died." Like, I don't. They wouldn't like replace the fish too.
Pretend it was still the same fish.
Yeah. No, it was definitely the same fish.
Oh, I just lost a
What's on
bell.
What's on your list?
Oh yeah, Courtney, what's on your list? Will's avidly listening now, taking notes.
When was the last time you got me a Christmas gift?
You guys don't do gifts either?
No.
Oh, nice. Ashley and I don't either.
Yeah, we don't.
If she wants something, she goes and gets it, and I'm the same way.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it's just so much work. And I already have to do so much for the rest of the family that, like, even considering one more thing would be a lot.
Yeah. That's kind of how we are too.
I don't know that I necessarily have anything on the list this year. Like you said, it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Yeah.
I've barely Christmas shopped for everyone else.
I haven't bought a single thing. I don't even know what I'm going to get I'll get gifts from my mom and dad probably, but then that's like it.
That must be nice. I would like some land for Christmas.
Yo, same, dude. Put that on all of our lists.
Yeah. If anyone wants to send us land, we're here.
Here in Colorado?
Yeah.
I wonder if it is a national financial trend that land is getting so expensive, or is that isolated to
I not isolated to Colorado.
but like, so Texas, I know it's getting crazy in Texas, right?
I think it's mainly like rural-ish areas because like especially during the start of COVID, like you look at property like in the foothills and all that shit was just going way up.
Yeah.
Because people are like, "Oh, I want to get out of the city and blah blah blah," but
so
it's continuing.
20 minutes from where we're sitting right now, when I was 21, I had the opportunity to buy 30 acres for $180,000, which sounded like a lot when I was 21, but if I bought that
20 acres? 30 acres?
30 acres for $180,000.
It's outrageous. Think Parker.
Yeah.
It wasn't Parker. So it was.
Yeah, dude, that same
It was
30
just
acres
east of Parker.
today is like
I mean, they sold
millions.
each
Yeah.
plot off for God knows what. So, yeah, and
It makes you think like where's the cap on that? Because right now, like we look at say 30 acres in that same area is, dude, I don't even know what that would be. That would probably be like $5 million.
yeah, those houses go for $3 to $10 million.
And I'm talking just the property for 30
and
acres is a lot.
There's no just property anymore. At least there.
Oh, there's
in
all
Parker.
buildings
Yeah,
on it.
so they all have houses on them.
So
but-
you buy that, and then what? 10 years from now, is that shit worth 10 million? Like,
Or fucking zero. You don't know.
or zero? Yeah, I can't.
It's obviously headed towards more at the moment, but yeah, I don't know where the cap is. But it's the same thing with vehicles. So, like me getting rear-ended in my car spoiled my vehicle
Your
for me. I
love
don't
for
want
the
it.
car, yeah.
I don't want it
I know
anymore.
that feeling.
It got ruined for me, and I got like a bad door ding at a wedding that we went to. So when I went to the dealership, that whole thing was a nightmare. But I ended up at the dealership that I bought it from, and they offered me like almost what I paid for it. So like used cars are
So
insanely
desirable.
expensive
Yeah.
right now too.
Like I'm stoked on the Tacoma, but I didn't check the trade-in value on the East Coast where I was at. But when I brought it out here, I went to the dealer and he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you $21,500 for it." And I've had the car for 3 years. It was a 2018, 19, 20, 21. I put maybe 30,000 miles on it, and it was like I paid maybe like 3,000 more than that. I might have paid like 25 for it or something like that.
Yeah,
No.
That's
I was like,
insane.
sure.
That's kind
That
of
is
how
insane.
it is with that
But
list.
I saw
But
it.
then, granted, when you get a new car, like you can't haggle, you can't change.
No, I got
that price.
I got a great deal. So my
you
really good friend from high school was the GSM for that store.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you got a hookup like that,
Yeah,
like
I did
friends
get
or
a hookup,
family.
Yeah. So, what? Oh, dude, I saw 1986 Toyota, a blue Toyota pickup truck, 4-wheel drive, with like 160,000 miles on it, and the dude still wanted 14 grand.
Was it
I
like
think it's older than
pristine,
us.
or was it just like
It looks super clean in the photos.
okay?
Super clean.
So that probably went down, but because it was getting way older and it was still super clean, he probably bumped it up. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Especially out here, dude. People love, like, I like Toyotas. I wouldn't say I like love everything about them. They're great fucking cars, but some people like suck Toyota dick hardcore.
I'm just spit White Claw everywhere.
People are just like getting Toyota tattoos and
I feel like Colorado's national car would be a Subaru.
so
It's either Subaru or 4Runner.
I saw a map of the entire country, you'd be surprised how much of it is actually Toyota. It's like a big belt, like starting from the Pacific Northwest and then kind of goes down and around. Everything in the Midwest, like the Dakotas and Montana and like I guess Wisconsin and stuff like that, was
No
all
Man's Land.
Ford because they're all ranch people. And then Colorado was Subaru and Toyota, and I think Pennsylvania was Subaru, Toyota, and Volkswagen, which makes perfect fucking sense. But
I don't know where they get off charging 50 G's for a mid-sized truck.
yeah,
Everyone
or
right now. That Colorado, I test drove a Chevy Colorado yesterday, $53,000.
or you look at a top 53 for
And
the
it didn't even have
53,000.
push to
It was
Oh,
a
start.
ZR.
shit.
It was a ZR2. Yeah, it's a traditional key, no adaptive cruise,
Like no
but it's
technology.
the ZR2, so it's got their
so it's just you're paying for
suspension.
the motor and suspension basically.
It's the same motor as the Z71, and the Z71 that I drove was I think like 43.
That makes no sense. You look
No
at
sense at all.
You look at 4Runner pricing, dude. Like
I know,
you
it's
get a for whatever reason people would buy a TRD Pro. Doesn't really make sense to me, especially if you're going to use it like and modify it. But bro, TRD Pro 4Runner is probably like 60 by the time you're out the door.
Yeah, I think so. My buddy who sold me the Atlas and gave me that hookup did get a TR. I think it's a TRD Pro. If not, it's a TRD off road. In any case, he was at $54,000.
I can understand a TRD Pro if you just want a nice, capable vehicle and you don't feel like doing anything to it.
Yeah, and it's the TRD Pro is quite capable out of the box.
It's great. Leather seats, a lot of times moonroof, suspension, wheels, tires, whatever. You're not going to change anything, but that's a lot of money for a vehicle.
But in that segment, I was trying to highlight, like in that segment, how absurd it is, the price points that we're hitting. What did I see? The new Toyota Land Cruiser. I saw one listed for over 100 G's.
I think they are over 100 G's.
Are they? The
Yeah.
MSRP is over 100 grand.
That's
They,
insane.
Okay.
I think they were.
Inside, it looks like a Toyota.
Yeah, even
100 G's,
even the old ones are fucking expensive.
dude. That
And-
is mental.
That's one that I just don't understand. I appreciate the vehicles. I think a lot of them look cool, but especially the new ones, I look at them and I'm just like, what are you getting? 100K,
The
like
name.
100 grand.
You bought a name.
yeah, for a fucking Toyota SUV.
I could spend that same money at Merc or BMW, and it'd feel like a luxury vehicle.
you could get close to a fucking G-Wagon with 100 grand.
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You're 12 grand away from a GTR as well, which also feels like a Nissan on the inside.
Yeah, that's a
But-
problem too.
But that
Drives
3.5
like-
liter twin turbo,
yeah.
or maybe it's a 4 liter twin. I don't know what they're running anymore.
What?
But like GTR or Land Cruiser,
I
like
I
you
would
gotta
go
have you gotta
GTR.
have fuck you money
Yeah.
to get a Land Cruiser at this point.
I mean, I guess also like if you want a vehicle that's capable, but also you got like car seats and shit in the back, you're probably gonna opt for a Land Cruiser over a fucking 4Runner.
over a 4Runner, yes, but 100 grand. Do you know how many buying options you have at $100,000?
You got fuck you money, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd still go Merc or BMW for 100 grand if I want that. That said, it's probably super off-road capable, but I feel like if you're buying that, you're not looking for off-road performance. Like, who spends 100 grand and then goes and gets trail rash on it? Who
Not-
does that?
Not many people.
There's probably like 2
Yeah.
on the planet.
Yeah. And then those people just have so much money, or people who buy like Earth Roamers. Even people who buy those, I haven't seen like a fucking thrashed out Earth Roamer. Like that has actually
Yeah,
been
they probably
used.
I
baby
haven't
it, yeah.
ever even seen one. Have you? Like
Uh,
anyone that
yeah,
you know
you-
or driving around?
You
No, we-
probably
we-
have seen one.
Their factory's here.
I know
Yeah, it's up
we've
in,
driven by it, but I've never actually seen anyone own one.
Yeah, I've seen them driving on the road, but those ones, like, you can get $750,000 into those Earth Roamers.
Dude, yeah, the base price on the small LTI was $500 because I saw
That is
one
insane.
on Friday. We were heading out into the mountains and I saw one.
It's like driving around in 2 of these houses.
Yeah, dude.
We're just driving in 2 of these houses. Trust me, I'm not going to get trail rash on it either. But if you have an Earth Roamer, again, you've got money.
It's kind of hard to drive anywhere without getting rash on that, because if you're taking
it's
it off
giant.
road, like which it's kind of made for, like yeah, you got to be in like fucking Africa,
Yeah.
just out in the safari or some shit,
Yeah.
or Nevada in the desert. I don't know. I would love to fucking own one. I would just never pay that much for one.
No.
I'd have to make like a significant amount of money to even consider that.
I'd buy a plane first.
You buy a plane.
750 is not going to get you a plane.
Yeah,
It'll
little
get you a
tiny
Cessna.
Get you a
Tic-Tac.
bush plane.
You can
Yeah.
get a Tic Tac.
You can get a Kit Fox for that.
No, the Kit Fox. I mean, dude, you can build those for like 130 grand.
That's what I'm saying. You can get a kit. You can get
You get
fucking
5
3.
fleet of
Five
Kit
kits.
Foxes.
And then you buy a hanger
We
with
could
it
roll-
too.
Yeah, we could roll in a squadron. We could roll formation. God, I would love a plane.
I know.
But yeah, it's not going to get you anything. Well, that's not true.
Yeah,
It'll get you
there's-
some older helicopters too. $750,000. That being said,
Yo, I would not want to
Maintenance
fly
on
a
those.
helicopter. Oh yeah, maintenance too.
yeah.
It's easier to maintain a plane than a helicopter.
Oh yeah.
And easier to fly a plane than a helicopter too.
Why?
Do you think?
Just the controls,
Yeah,
and there's
the-
like way more that goes into flying a helicopter
My
than
mind
flying
is
a plane.
blown right now.
Yes, you've got pedals that make it do this, and then you have a collective that handles everything else. It's
Flying a plane's probably marginally harder than driving a car
yeah. I mean, I've
when it comes down to
I've
it.
flown a
flown a
plane.
plane.
Yeah, I've flew
For
a
his birthday.
Diamond DA 50.
It's like take off, land, everything.
I didn't do takeoff.
Okay.
I didn't do landing either. But the guy that I was with,
I
hope he
grabbed
doesn't-
All
the
I
stick.
did.
I hope he doesn't-
real cool.
I hope he doesn't. No, I got to he let me do some shit because like he's a buddy of mine. He's
Yeah.
actually started out as a client. He turned into a buddy, so he didn't care what I did. I wasn't being polite about it. He's like, yeah, you can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
and
So,
he's there too to take over. If
yeah,
anything.
yeah. So
That's
and he
fine.
was doing like low buzzes over. He was, what did he call it? He was like, he set up for approach on an emergency landing in a field, and then just like
Like
Didn't
not a
touch down.
touch and go, but
not
like
a touch and go, but like it's like a training on an emergency landing or
Yeah.
whatever he called it. But
That's
Um,
about my extent too. When I was with Trent, he let me fly like that.
yeah,
But like I didn't take off or land. I was just like, oh, throttle, ooh,
But-
turn.
But I get your point because like it's fairly intuitive, right? Once you learn that this way's up and this way's down,
Mhm.
it's fairly intuitive. Whereas a helicopter, like I don't think you can it's not intuitive, right? You put someone up there and like you're doing all sorts
your
of shit
feet and
Yeah.
hand movements, and then like just looking at the fucking readout of data in front of you.
Fuck
is
all
like,
that. You go by feel.
Yeah, just go by feel. And that's how you.
It's in your
Do you
bones.
think-
Oh, I almost said a real bad joke. I'm glad I'm glad I
Go ahead
just
and
filtered
Do you-
myself
Stifle
there.
that one?
Wow.
Do you think that you could drive? So I watched the F1 race today. It's Sunday. And it was insane. Do you think you could drive an F1 car, just get in it and drive it?
no.
You don't think you could?
No, there's so many buttons.
You don't have to mess with the buttons. That's all like fuel mapping and
I
brake
think I
bias.
could get in it and just like drive it around the block, but I wouldn't know the first thing about.
Okay, wait. Everyone take a break and look at Bear.
I hear him meowing
He's
over
stuck inside of a hoodie.
Idiot.
here. I could probably drive it around the block, but that's it.
You think so? You think you could actually drive it? It's like 1,000 horsepower, no traction control, no ABS.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Hand
saying like
clutch.
drive it like Captain Slow and just like like I think I can make it move, but outside of that, like with
So you just let it
obviously
roll,
all the buttons
essentially.
and everything.
Apparently the clutch, like the
Yeah.
clutch bite point on that is like immediate. So if your throttle isn't dialed in, if you don't have the perfect proportion of throttle and clutch release,
You just-
it trips anti-stall.
okay. So I don't know then. I don't know enough about them, but
Yeah.
I would like to
Do
try.
you think you could?
Yes,
Confident.
without a doubt.
Well, then if you could, I definitely could.
I used to race little shifter carts. Their clutch bite point is a little different, but yeah, I totally think I could.
That would probably be the only thing that would throw me off. Because I mean,
The
outside
hand
of
clutch,
that,
it's just like a dirt bike, or just like a motorcycle.
yeah.
Has a hand clutch.
I don't know. I feel like I could do it. And then so hand clutch, and then is up and down shift both right hand, or is it
No, it's up.
two paddles on?
It's up on right, down on left.
Okay. And it's like not dog bone, but it's just click.
It's a sequential.
Gotcha.
8-speed sequential.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could.
Fair enough.
Let's buy one. Put that on your Christmas list.
How much do we need to buy one? Like
I
a
think
million? 17 million?
Well, you would need like 3.5 million for the car, and then another couple million for the team
Tires.
to make it run.
Yeah, 3.5 would probably get you like an older one,
Yeah.
like maybe late 2000s.
Closer to 5+ for today, probably.
Well, I think they have a 400 million. Mercedes had, I think, a $400 million budget to bring their car to the grid.
I mean, if I'm getting a fucking F1 car, I want it to be a Mercedes because they just win,
Yeah,
and it's not fucking Luham doing it.
yeah.
But
Sorry, I didn't mean to take it there.
no, it's fine. what else was on your list? You didn't give us a.
I had land.
Oh, you did say land. What you're not super into cars, but if you wanted a car, what would you be interested in? Because like I asked Ashley this question, and she like doesn't really care about cars.
Yeah,
For a while, she was like, "Oh, I kind of like 4Runners," and I was like, "Fucking buy a 4Runner." But you don't care at all.
No, I mean I like the way that Range Rovers look.
Which one though?
The Sport, probably.
Yeah.
And I did like the little tiny, was it the Evoque or whatever?
Yeah, the Evoque.
That one I was a fan of, but then
Is that a Range Rover?
Yeah, now it just looks like smushed to me. So
Yeah,
I
the
don't love
Evoque.
that one.
Yeah, the Evoque. The first generation of the Evoque looked pretty decent.
I don't even know
Yeah,
if I
that
know
would
what that looks
be,
like.
I guess, the only thing I would want.
Is it Range Rover?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I just have never cared about cars, and I don't understand cars, and
This turned into like a gearhead conversation.
this is now Top
Whoa.
Gear.
Yeah.
Dropping knowledge, Top Gear edition.
Captain Slow.
We call Talon Captain Slow. Why do we call you Captain Slow?
They call me Captain Slow because I drive slow, but also they've only ever seen me really drive my van.
I will
You
give you this.
did
When we went
hustle.
off road in
Yes.
the van, you were driving it like a World Rally car.
Yeah,
And I'm in a front wheel drive ProMaster, and
when
I was waiting for it to just
in an
tip
unbuilt
over.
van, I was like expecting my cabinet to like fall off the ceiling.
yeah, like I have no like, especially since I've quit my job, like I'm never in a fucking hurry to go anywhere, do anything. So I guess I just
Makes sense.
drive slow. My dad, who's probably listening to this too, also drives really slow, and like he just always has, I guess.
Just moseying.
Yeah, but like you said, when we got off road, like when I'm off road, I really only have to worry about myself, not like other cars pulling out in front of me, especially in a fucking 9,000-pound van. I mean, it could be deer and cow, but the van will crush a fucking deer.
Yeah,
Might have a problem with a moose. That might crush the whole front end, but
And
dude,
a
I think
cow.
that bumper would take it.
the bumper might take it, but
I think
the,
you're placing
the
a hood,
hood
maybe
and
a windshield.
the windshield
but
for sure. Yeah, hopefully not the A-pillars, but
yeah.
yeah, I like driving fast off road just because it's, I don't know, that's why I built the van. It's kind of how I built the truck.
Hello.
But on road, yeah, I don't know. I had a sports car for a while, but
I mean, I only do like 10 over.
you drive pretty, I don't want to say recklessly, but you drive pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
And you ride aggressively too. I mean, you see how I ride motorcycles. I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't ride like a dick like I used to, but I definitely ride faster than I fucking drive
Yeah.
a car or anything like that. But
So if Talon is Captain Slow, William is
with
Clarkson.
his, yeah, I was gonna say with your mannerisms, I guess, like you're more Clarkson than she is. So then you're
You're Hammond.
Hammond.
I'll take it.
I could see you as Hammond. Yeah,
'Cause
I'll
I'm
take Captain
tiny.
Slow. That's fine.
Tiny and hilarious.
Yeah, he is short.
All right.
Jeremy Clarkson just posted a picture of Hammond in his new house, and Jeremy Clarkson had all the doors built giant since Jeremy Clarkson's a giant, and Hammond was standing in it. He's like halfway up the door.
Oh, and
He
Jeremy
looks like a
Clarkson's
hobbit.
I think I follow him on Twitter, but I don't think I saw
He's
that.
super funny, dude.
Built a hobbit house.
Yeah.
And if you guys have not watched Clarkson's Farm on Amazon,
Yeah, it's really
and
good.
you're a Top Gear or Grand Tour fan, fucking watch it because it is hilarious.
It's so well
Actually-
done.
Yeah. It is really good.
Even if you don't know Top Gear, I mean, it kind of helps to have, like, if you know Jeremy Clarkson,
And his antics.
it makes it way funnier. Like, someone who's completely fresh into it. I actually put it on for Ashley the one night. I ended up turning it off, but she was like, "Oh, I should leave it on. That was kind of funny." But
Yeah, the first time we watched it, I knew nothing about farming. I did not know that went in.
Yeah,
I
neither
just
did
literally
Jeremy.
thought they put crops in the ground by magic, essentially, in
with
my
a
mind.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, and then there was your food. So that was interesting to me.
Dude, the potato stand that he made.
Oh yeah,
It was
And you
so
just
good.
had people
Yeah, the
opening
honor
drawer.
system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put your money in.
Oh man, you guys should definitely watch that if you haven't already.
All right,
Yeah.
what are your favorite Christmas traditions? Bringing it back to Christmas, team.
Ooh. A family tradition that we used to have is we would go to the local fire company that like in a super small town that the entire side of my family grew up in. Like my dad's one of 7, and we all grew up in this really small rural town. So we go to the fire company, and they have like a bar in the basement and pool tables and dartboards and stuff. And then by the time I turned 21, then we could drink, and we would all get drunk
At the firehouse?
at the fire company, and then we would race down Main Street, like a foot race, because a lot of my family, they like to run. So they would line up at the end of town and literally just run drunk through the town, and everyone's like screaming. All the people who still live there are like, wow, I wish everyone would shut the fuck up out there. Like we don't live here because we like people. We live here because we're in the middle of nowhere. But no, we used to do that a lot, and then after fucking COVID, it just like fell apart. We don't do it anymore. That was my favorite though.
William?
No, you go ahead.
My family always got together on Christmas Eve. It was like our big thing, and literally everyone in the whole family, all cousins, aunts, uncles, everyone, would be like 70 people in the house. And
Christmas Eve's always better than Christmas Day.
We would get to, do the standard open one present, but we always, for some reason, did lasagna and breadsticks from the Olive Garden.
Ooh.
Which was just my favorite tradition, just having everyone in one spot. We didn't ever do anything. We didn't play games. We just literally sat around and ate, and it was just, that's what I think about when I think of Christmas.
It's the best.
Yeah, we haven't done that in years. You never got to experience that.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, we've been together for
A decade.
a decade. Haven't
a long
experienced
time.
that. It is a long time.
Yeah, everyone gets
yours?
old and stops hanging out.
I like the prime rib on Christmas. We typically have prime rib.
You're nodding that you have prime rib too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With him.
Or with him, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they
And we have lasagna.
That's just your family thing?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently, if your family doesn't do it as well,
No.
it's my family.
My
Ham and turkey
stepdad.
are overrated.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do people do turkey for Christmas?
Yeah, I think a lot of
some
people do.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absurd. You get your entire turkey fill
Christmas
For the whole
November.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do like ham, and my stepdad's Italian, so he does like Italian food, whatever. Like, what's the fucking pasta?
Some of that.
Yeah, some of
A
that.
little bit of that.
But for Italians, which I've only found out about this recently, but I don't know if it's like leading up to Christmas or if it's Christmas Eve, but they do this thing called, I'm going to fuck this up, but it's like 7 fishes or something like that. 7 fish. Have you heard of that?
No.
Not related to Italian people at all. I'm going to have to Google this one.
I'm going to have to text Christina and ask her.
It's like a super Italian Christmas traditions.
Isn't there...
But basically they just make, it is called 7 fishes.
Fishes?
Fish it. I'm not just saying that like an idiot.
Fishes.
7 fishies.
Bacala, salt cod, shellfish, eel, calamari, whatever. So they just make like a bunch of seafood.
In
and
pasta or just
get
in
down
a
on that.
bowl?
just kind of like however, like calamari dish, and then maybe like cod or salmon.
I get
or
it.
whatever.
I would say in
So not
general-
in the same bowl.
In general, like food is the best part of any holiday, I think, or the best tradition of any holiday.
Yeah.
Except for turkey's hot garbage. It really is. My
So-
uncle makes a great turkey, but like
He
turkey's
spends
stupid.
like 17 hours making it.
So going to the fire company that I was talking about as a kid, the food again was one of the best things, and I would drink cans of Hawaiian punch and get frozen pizzas that they would cook up behind the bar, and that's like what I ate on Christmas Eve, and it was fucking
Sounds
delicious.
amazing.
Yeah, it
Super
sounds
good.
real good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also like playing games, and I feel like holidays are when you sit down and play games. No one ever wants to play games with me.
Like board
Yeah,
games?
she wants to play board games, and like
love
I got
games.
Halo
We got
Infinite.
Halo Infinite. Yeah, I brought
that
my
is
Xbox.
I got
too
Warzone.
Complicated.
It's just a big board game.
I want the old-fashioned stuff.
It's a really
like
fast-paced board game.
VR, Oculus.
No. I want 90s, 80s.
All right, what's your go-to board game then?
Monopoly.
For a second there, I was gonna say, "What the fuck is that?" But
Dude, I've
Monopoly.
almost fought my sister's ex-boyfriend over Monopoly.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, we were up at I don't know, we were all at this house. He was getting cocky, dude. I was like
Did you
losing
flip the
I was like
table?
losing all
Flip
my
the fucking board?
I about
Pieces
did.
went
I'm not a
everywhere?
great loser.
Not at all.
I don't lose well. But yeah, he was like talking all sorts of shit. And this was like the third time that I met him. And yeah, there was almost a family fight over, I don't know,
Monopoly.
I don't know if
Pennsylvania Ave. Who knows?
Pennsylvania Ave. I don't know if I've ever played a full game of Monopoly.
I think
Yeah,
I
neither
only
have I, because I'm always fucking out.
Yeah.
How
I
can
get
rip the money in half.
spend big
Fuck
bucks
this
at the
game.
beginning. Yeah.
How can you have no patience for Monopoly, but you can sit and play a poker game for 3.5 hours?
Yeah, I'm not a poker guy.
Poker does require patience, but it's not like, I guess poker, probably good people are calm during poker, and I would say outwardly I'm calm during poker, but there is a lot going on in a poker game, like a ton. So it's like super, super exciting every hand to play poker, especially when you have a good hand and your bets are landing and people are calling you. And
Yeah, because you always have another chance. It's not like if you're playing Chutes and Ladders and you fucking go all the way to the bottom, and then it's like,
Exactly.
fuck,
It's
you
just
hate
the
your
luck
life.
of a
Exactly.
dice.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like typically with poker, like the first like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes are super boring for me because I want to see how people play, and I slow play it and I hold on to my money, and I'll only pretty much play if I have like, you know, a decent hand. And then later in the game, I'll start playing based on what I've learned from the first 45 minutes. But poker's not boring at all once you're invested in it.
I'm going to throw out 2 obscure board games that I played as a kid, and I'm curious if you've ever heard of them. The one you probably have because it was probably like a Hasbro or Mattel, one of those type of games. You ever play Mousetrap?
Yes.
I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but I
remember the
probably did.
commercials.
I probably did, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
And
this.
like Hungry Hippo.
Hungry Hippos
Hungry
was the
Hungry
dumbest
Hippos.
fucking game ever.
Whatever.
It was dumb.
That was
Yeah.
all about how like quick you could be.
Yeah, you just fucking smash. That's
Right.
like button mashing at its finest.
Ooh.
How quickly
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots were cool. That's a strategy game.
No, hardly. That's as much strategy as Hungry Hippos.
You had it is not.
It's
Hungry
pretty
Hippos.
close.
Didn't you have some manipulation of the Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Yeah, I think you could like move
I
them
think
side
they
to
could
sait.
go-
Yes, you could block
yeah.
a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
a strategy.
It's
Hungry
hard to
Hippos,
call
dude.
that strategy.
You can get beat by a toddler just like knocking their hand.
What was the
or you just wait for the right time.
Trouble? Was,
Oh, with the pop die
yeah,
in the
That
middle.
one was a favorite of mine.
We had this other one. I would be surprised if you heard of this one, but it was called Pigpen. It was this game
I'll be right back.
where you had like a cup basically. It was like a dice game, but the die were little pigs,
That's
like
adorable.
tiny little piglets, and depending on how the pigs landed, like whether it was on all fours.
I feel like I've played this.
Do you know what I'm talking
because
about
I
now?
Probably tried to steal the little tiny pigs.
Yeah,
and
they're
keep
like
them.
tiny little things.
Yes.
You look like you put them on a keychain.
Yes.
And then if you had like if they landed and they were standing on top of each other, it was called a razorback, and you got like more points and shit like
I
that.
totally played that. I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah,
We should get that for Christmas and play it.
I thought that was. I wonder if you could buy it. I thought that was just like a
Absolutely.
dumb Pennsylvania thing.
No, I totally know that game.
game. I'm looking this one up.
We're gonna need that for our gingerbread house making here.
Oh, I can't find it. Pigpen dice game.
It's got to have a different name.
No, I think it was called Pigpen. I remember. Yeah. Oh, it was not. It was Pigmania.
Pigmania.
Yeah, that's the box. Do you remember that? That's like
No.
super nostalgic for
But
me.
I remember the cup that you would shake them up.
Yeah, they
and
call it
you'd
the pigsty.
Throw them and then see how they landed.
Oh my god, I can buy
'Cause I
this on
definitely
Amazon right now.
Tried to steal the pigs.
This is the one that like this is what the one from my childhood looked like. It was all fucking like beat up like that.
Okay, well, buy that.
Oh my
Bring it
god.
back.
I have this other game which is definitely it may be outside of Pennsylvania. Probably not though. It is called Skibble. And we used to play it at like the playground park that we would go to, be like in the summertime, whatever. I got this Skibble board at my house. I did a video of it actually on my YouTube channel. And we're definitely going to play that and get super drunk on New Year's Eve. Skibble. It's great. It's essentially like golf, but you flick a checker and you got to get it into individual holes on this board, and you like spin the board around so you can like play.
That sounds good.
So it's kind of like a skill game, like pool or anything like that. You ever play Pigpen or what is it called? Pigmania? where you roll tiny pigs like dies?
Mm-mm.
No.
It was a good time.
You missed that conversation.
Yeah, I Didn't play a lot of games as a child.
Well, I guess we can wrap it up unless we got any more Christmas trivia, Christmas ideas.
Name all the reindeer.
I think I can do that. Let's go one for one. You first.
Prancer.
Oh, bro, you can't go. You got to go in order. All right, Dasher.
There's an order.
Yeah, the song.
Like the song?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Blitzen.
See, this is fucking me up now. Dasher, Dancer. You said Prancer.
So, Rudolph.
Motherfucker. Vixen. See, it makes it harder when you go out of order.
There's Schlorpy.
No. Schlurpy.
Yes.
Schlurpy the reindeer.
Is that not it?
He's in the newer
Dominic the
modern-
donkey count as one of the reindeer.
What? No, I have no idea who the
Donner?
reindeer are. Donner?
Donner.
Like-
Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
There's a Cupid?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Yeah, that's absurd that you know that.
Then there's Rudolph.
It's a song, bro. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Probably
Do you know Dominic the Donkey?
no.
Okay, good. All right, continue. That's a Christmas song.
Probably Closer by Nine Inch Nails.
Okay, that's like saying Die Hard's your favorite Christmas movie.
It is
It
a good
is.
Christmas movie.
And
It's not my favorite.
How is a Nine Inch
It's
Nails
up
song
there.
a Christmas song?
I don't know. I listen to it around Christmas. What favorite?
It's like, Drops of Jupiter reminds me of Christmas
Love
time.
Train around the
Love
holidays.
Train. I don't know what made me think of that fucking song. But
Perfect bathtub song.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Movie?
Yeah.
Oh, movie.
It's definitely Jim Carrey's Grinch, without a doubt.
Oh man, it's I haven't seen that in a long time, but it's so good.
You
It's
have
very
to
quotable.
Watch it every single year. We quote it all year round.
That and Elf is
Elf is
great.
good too.
Elf is great.
I never got into the claymation ones, like
the original.
like Rudolph.
I loved that one.
Yeah, I
All
did
those
love that
songs.
one when I was a kid
It
too.
was so creepy.
I think there was an animated Frosty one too. I don't know.
Do you consider Jack? No. Jack Frost.
Jack
Is
Frost.
that a
Oh,
Christmas one?
yeah, that's
no
a
clue.
that's
Where
a Christmas
Where the
movie.
dad turns
kinda?
into a snowman.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
Yes, you have.
Jack Frost is in. Oh, the Santa Claus with fucking Tim Allen.
Oh, that's
those are
such
great.
a good movie. I used to dream about I was so jealous of his. Remember when they make him that perfect cup of cocoa? The little
Yeah,
elves?
yeah, yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, yeah,
The little
I was-
girl, little elf.
Yeah,
You wanted that cup?
so badly.
Christmas song though. So there's a song called Dominic the Donkey, and it's a Christmas song, I guess. It's an Italian donkey. The worst song ever. But I never knew what it
All
was.
Christmas songs.
And my
are.
friend was like infuriated every time he heard it. So now it's in my vocabulary and it's in my list of Christmas songs.
one you
Dude, Lionel Richie did a Christmas album, if I'm not mistaken, and if you haven't listened to it, you really should. Specifically, his version of Silent Night.
Put
It
it
just
on-
sounds funny.
Put it on your list.
So funny.
We'll listen to that as soon as the podcast is over. Oh
Put
man.
that on.
Favorite Christmas cookie?
Ooh, anything almond.
Almond, okay.
I don't know.
He likes sugar cookies.
Yeah, we'll go with
Sugar
the
He
sugar
likes,
cookie.
yeah, like a
Ashley's
peanut
mom just sent me a bunch of sugar cookies.
Oh my!
They're sitting on my counter.
I made a sugar cookie. We were doing like a cookie paint off, or what is it called? A frost off.
Frost
Like-
off.
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like you frost
Yeah, yeah,
cookie.
yeah,
butter.
Okay.
A frost off.
And my dad's wife's parents are hyper liberal, and I made a Trump cookie.
Oh, and you lost.
Oh, they were
Sorry
losing
about
it. Yeah, oh
that.
yeah, I lost for sure. But
Throw it in the trash.
yeah,
My favorite. If you ever have the peanut butter cookies that you take a Hershey Kiss and you smush on top.
Yep.
oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah, those are
fucking
bomb.
good.
Yeah,
I don't know
My
the
mom
name
makes
of them,
good
but
ones of those.
those are peanut butter, right?
I think
Yeah.
they're
Those
peanut butter. Yeah,
yeah.
peanut butter with a chocolate chip.
Yeah,
You got to
so
eat them
good.
right after you stick the chocolate chip
Yeah.
into those,
It's
so it's all
all
melty.
melted. We should make those when we do our
So hungry now.
gingerbread competition with
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah, we're doing that. I guess next Sunday we're doing
Yeah.
that. Man, Christmas is coming up.
Is there any other Christmas trivia?
Yes.
What else you got?
What is the name of the mountain that the Grinch lives on?
Dude, dump it to Crumpet. It's Mount Crumpet. Okay.
Will
You
wins.
don't mess around.
That means
with-
Courtney has to drink.
He didn't even show you. He hasn't even shown off his hood yet.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I apologize for the camera. As you guys have been watching this, it's been getting increasingly worse because of
It's getting romantic and moody.
Oh, you didn't.
because it's dark at 4:00 now
Yeah.
here. But all right, your turn for a trivia question.
My turn.
You got that one pretty quick.
Favorite Christmas crime?
Can the whole movie
Reindeer
of Die
mounting.
Hard count?
Wait, are you saying it's a crime to watch Die Hard on Christmas?
No. Like the crime of like taking over the building.
Of Nakatomi Plaza?
Mine's Reindeer Mountain.
Reindeer mounting. That is a good one.
That's a great
We're going to
Christmas
for
movie.
sure do
Okay.
that. That's a great answer.
Wait, what is that?
So people have these reindeer in their front yards, right?
Light up reindeer.
Okay.
Dude,
yeah,
we used to do
yeah.
that all the time. We used to pop the inflatables too. You like run
Make
up
them
and
look
just
like
jump
they're
on it.
fucking.
Yes.
Yeah,
You set
all
them
over
up
town.
All over town.
We
We-
tortured this dude, this guy when I was a kid. I literally every single day we would have his reindeer mount.
This is before Ring cameras.
I was 14 years old at the
Yeah.
time. This was last year.
Okay, Christmas crimes like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, not like murder.
No, I was
Or-
thinking like
but that could be
like
your
the
thing.
Grinch stealing Christmas. Like I was thinking like
Gotcha.
pop culture
Gotcha.
stuff. Fucking Christmas crimes, dude. I don't know. Opening presents
Before.
and then putting them back together. I used to do that as a kid all the time.
And
I
pretend
would
like you
find my
didn't open
presents hidden and I would slowly peel the tape off and I would look to see what it is. I'm like, yes, Hot Wheels, and then I would tape it back up.
That is talent.
That was a good crime.
That is
Count
a good
that.
crime.
All right, Courtney's turn. Last one.
I did the reindeer. The reindeer question. I got nothing else.
Okay. Last
else
one.
is-
Really racking our
Christmas
brains for content here,
related.
guys. Christmas cookies, cover that. Gifts,
Can you
cover that.
sing was it the 10 days of Christmas? 7 days of Christmas? What is it?
The 12 days of Christmas?
12 days of Christmas.
I don't even know. So I would start at 12, but I don't know what 12 is.
On the first day of Christmas.
A partridge in a pear tree. 2 turtle doves. 3 French hens. 4 calling
Oh
birds.
my God.
5 golden rings. 6 geese a laying. Is that right?
I think so.
7. There's like pipers piping, drummers drumming.
All right. Well, you've crushed this.
Yeah, that's.
Is that more than you know?
Yes.
Way more?
I would have made it to
Shit.
5.
What was the first one?
If I can think of 12, I
Partridge
can
in a
probably
pear
think of
tree.
the rest of them. Partridge in a pear tree.
I would have struggled to come up with that.
12.
You don't know that?
No.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, I would know it if I heard it, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Here it is.
12. What's 12? Give me that one.
Drummers drumming.
It is. All right. 12 drummers drumming. 11 pipers piping.
Mm-hmm.
10 geese a laying.
No.
10
Think men in tights.
jesters. Men in
Lords a
tights.
leaping.
Lords a leaping. How can you forget Lords a leaping?
How could you remember?
Fuck,
what's the
title, dude. 10 Lords a leaping. 9. I'm drawing a blank on the high
Ladies
numbers.
dancing.
9 ladies dancing. Sounds like a strip club.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Yo, that's a great name for a strip club.
9 ladies dancing.
Yeah, and you just get packed around Christmas time. 9 ladies dancing. Man, all right. New business
I'll go
prop
halves
for
on
you.
that.
Yeah.
9 ladies. Shit.
Now
Okay.
accepting.
8 maids a milking.
Yep.
8, 7 geese laying, or 7 pipers piping. What the fuck was it?
Swans a swimming.
Swans is swimming. 6
Who wrote
geese
this?
laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
And that partridge,
Partridge.
in a pear fucking tree.
I don't.
Hey,
I
man.
like. I don't want to be friends with the person that just like nails that.
Yeah, like that. That I mean, I haven't heard that song in probably since I went to church as a child, but
That's a church song.
I feel like around Christmas time they sing all sorts
Everything
of fucking
is.
Christmas songs.
They have a cat version.
That was a
That'll be
Well,
a whole
let's-
separate
we're gonna
podcast.
wrap it up before we get to the cat version. I think.
that's a good way to end it. That was a good question. I gotta brush up on my 12 Days of Christmas.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right, guys. Hopefully we can do more of these at some point. Now that I'm not traveling so much, I mean, Will and I could definitely do these a bunch. Courtney is slaves away in the basement
It's true. I live in an editing cave.
making
What is
shoes.
happening here?
Courtney's starting her own podcast.
Oh yeah, plug your podcast.
It is currently nameless.
Okay, the
What-
currently nameless podcast.
All right,
She's gonna do like wedding industry stuff.
Yeah, it's
we'll
gonna-
check back
yeah.
in when you can do that. Are you gonna put it on Wild Opal?
It's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere.
awesome
Everywhere.
All right, well,
No, yeah.
follow Wild Opal Photo on Instagram
for updates.
for updates. So you guys are gonna do like just business industry talk type of stuff.
Yeah, we're
or
gonna do more of the behind the scenes stuff that people don't know, and like
So,
horror
like, kinda
stories of weddings
pick
and like
topics. Okay, yeah.
yeah, like the things that went wrong and like how you can fix it. We're gonna wear wedding dresses and sit on the couch and drink.
What?
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Hadn't heard that part.
Yep.
Your wedding dress? You're gonna get new ones.
I think. Well, it depends what happens, but we're gonna have like
Will doesn't
Yeah.
like this idea.
wedding dress sponsor. Send
Give
us
you
your
a-
dress,
That would be sick.
and then we'll have like a drink of the episode, so people can make the drink and sit there with us.
This podcast, which is nameless, it already sounds better than this one.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I don't know. This one has lights.
All right, so check out Wild Opal Photo on Instagram.
Brought to you by MeUndies.
Go buy some TS19
And
barrels
Saks.
from Danger
Oh,
Close
yeah.
Armament.
Yeah.
You can find them soon at other distributors. I'll make that shit known eventually. And buy some fucking Psy Productions hoodies and jackets. We're releasing jackets this month.
Hats.
Surprise. Oh, beanies. Yeah. I forgot my
Did you make
beanie.
any more of the
Did
rice
you make
hats?
beanies?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have a beanie? I got to
No,
get you a
I gotta
beanie.
get a beanie.
It's a palm beanie. They got pom-poms
I'm
on
into
top
that.
of them. Yeah.
Did you get more rice hats?
I'll get you.
Can we see that?
Did you give me a rice hat?
Is that racist? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know what you
it's
mean,
not my
but-
intent to be racist. So can I just continue on?
I thought you have one. Maya has one.
No,
Maya,
That's
the
mine.
Maya pillow.
she took it.
Oh, okay.
That was my gift.
I probably have two more. So unless someone listening buys one, I can just get them sent here or to my
Okay.
house.
Look at this angel.
Fair enough.
Look at her. Yeah, go buy some stuff. We got new flannel jackets releasing probably this week when this is going out. Maybe next week. I don't know.
Are those the black ones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
those
you.
are
I got
sick.
you one already.
Will's fave.
Those are super sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're camping. It was nice and warm. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you in the next one.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.